health seekers. Welcome to Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living. My name is Sherry Soria, and I'm coming to you from Living Light Culinary Arts Institute.
As an author, chef, and founder-director of the renowned Living Light Culinary Arts Institute, Cherie Soria, Cherie's often regarded as the mother of raw food gourmet cuisine. She has helped instruct and certify hundreds of raw food chefs through Living Light, including world-famous chef Roxanne Klein, Chef Chad Sarno, and Chef Elena Love. A vegetarian for over 4 decades and well accomplished with numerous awards, Ms. Cherie Soria shares in an interview what she finds most gratifying. My devotion to teaching vegetarian foods for 35 years has saved the lives of countless innocent animals, and that dwarfs any of my other accomplishments. Today, Cherie's going to show us how to create a sea vegetable and cucumber salad with our harvest yesterday from California's Mendocino coast.
Today we have with us Martine Lucier. Martine is the Culinary Programs Manager at Living Light, and she's going to be helping me with my demo today.
Thank you.
Today we're going to be showing you how to use sea palm, and sea palm is a wonderful sea vegetable. Sea vegetables are so health promoting. They're high in trace minerals and vitamins that you just can't get anywhere else. So we're really, really happy that we have it growing right here on the Mendocino coast. And literally, this sea vegetable looks like a miniature palm tree. It's a very tenacious sea vegetable, and you just need to give it a little haircut, and this is what the hair looks like. When you dehydrate it, it looks like this. So it's really quite amazing. It fluffs up a lot and gets a lot thicker because, as you can see here, this and this are quite different looking. So if you have it dried, you can just soak it in water for about 20 minutes to half an hour, and it's going to fluff up really nicely for you. Today I'm going to be chopping it up and adding it with a lot of other vegetables, including some of the vegetables that we harvested at the Noyo Food Forest Learning Garden. So we're going to be adding a lot of other vegetables to it. And by the way, this is really delicious just to snack on. It's really crispy and crunchy, and I like to mix it with almonds and have it as a snack. So make sure that you try it that way as well. So I'm going to be cutting up my sea palm. About 2 inches wide would be about perfect, just like so. Maybe give it another cut both ways, and that's all I have to do. If I wanted to cut it up more finely, of course I could. Okay, so we're just going to put this in our bowl now, and we'll start to add all of our other ingredients. And really, you could use any kind of sea vegetables that you might have on hand. Doesn't have to be sea palm, but sea palm is so wonderful. And a little bit on the expensive side, but a very special, really nice, delicate flavor. So we're going to go ahead and start adding some of our other vegetables, and you can use a green onion, or you could use one of these beautiful salad onions if you happen to have them in your garden. Of course, this is not what we're going to be eating, so we'll cut that off. That's the root. We're going to put it in our compost. We have compost built in right there. I'm going to go ahead and just cut some of these, make some cuts in this to start with, just like that, so that when I start cutting it, it's going to be a little bit finer and won't be quite so, so pungent. You get a big bite of that raw onion. And we don't want very much of it, just enough to give a little bit of an onion taste. And I don't want it to be too minced either, just nicely chopped. So we'll add some of that onion. And if you had chives or some other kind of onion you wanted to add instead, that would be just perfectly fine. I'm also going to be adding some shredded carrots, and any kind of vegetables that you happen to have in your garden would be just fine. And we'll also be adding some garlic. Garlic is wonderful in just about anything that's savory, so we'll add a little bit of garlic, and most people like that, but if you don't like it, you can just leave it out. No problem. Give that a little tap, and you've got it. And you could, of course, mince that very finely instead of using a microplaner, which is what this is. But the microplaner is nice because it purees. And I'm going to show you a little trick right now how to peel ginger without any waste. So if you just take your spoon and use this edge of your spoon, as you turn the spoon over, you're going to just go like this. So just really scrape the spoon against the ginger, just like so. And you don't waste anything when you do it this way. So you get the peeling off and everything else stays intact. It's a really great way to peel ginger. When you use a knife, you always waste quite a bit. I'm not going to need a lot of ginger for this recipe. So, but look at that. The ginger is still in good shape. Now I'm going to use my microplaner also for this ginger, just like I did with the garlic. And you know, this was invented by a carpenter. It was actually a carpenter's tool, and I guess his wife probably stole it from him and was using it in the kitchen, and now he's made a fortune selling these carpenter's tools for the kitchen. Smart, smart man, but first it was a smart woman. Okay, and there we have ginger, and you can add as much ginger or as little ginger as you want. All right, so we're also going to be adding some onion powder to this. The onion powder is a little bit less strong than the fresh onion. So if I were using an onion powder, it would give it more, it would permeate the flavor a little bit more, and you wouldn't bite into an onion. So we have enough onions in there already, and yet we'd want it to have some depth of flavor. With the onion powder will do that. I have a few more ingredients to add yet, but right now we're going to check in with the students, because we do have students right here, and I need to keep my eye on them. Welcome back. And now we're going to complete our sea vegetable and cucumber salad. Well, of course, a sea vegetable and cucumber salad wouldn't be complete without our cucumber. So we're going to get the cucumber that we picked earlier today at the Noyo Food Forest. And this is such a beautiful little cucumber. Look at how thin the skin is. It's shiny, it's healthy, it's fresh, and it's young enough that the seeds are going to be very soft and not bitter at all. So I'm going to just start by removing the ends of the cucumber. You might be aware of the fact that it's kind of hard sometimes to cut into a vegetable that's kind of conical shaped, that is round in one way and long in another way, because it rolls right out of the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one slice from it and create a stable surface. That's called a stabilizing cut. Then I'm going to cut another one, and actually what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to continue cutting lengths. And look at how beautiful this cucumber is. As I'm getting close to the edge here, it becomes again uncomfortable for me to cut. So I'm going to use this flat surface to just roll it over and continue cutting. I'll turn it around and use the edge, the end here that was formerly my stabilizing cut, as my next cut. So I can continue now cutting slices, and all about the same width, so that I have nice long slices, just like so. And now what I can do is I can just lay them out, kind of flatten them out like so, and I can continue cutting. So I have nice, long, thin strips. Now you can cut your cucumbers any way you want for this salad. You could also dice these if you wanted to. This is another way to cut vegetables for your sushi. So if I were making sushi and I was using cucumbers in my sushi, which I usually do, this would be a nice way to cut. Now this is longer than I want, so I'm going to gather them together, turn them to the side, and then I'm going to cut them about the same size as my sea vegetable or my sea palm, and that was about 1.5 to 2 inch lengths is about what it was. So there we go. And there I have my cucumber. I think maybe I will use it all. It's just such beautiful, crispy cucumber that I think it's going to be great this way. Okay. Here we have some lemon juice. Okay. Added some lemon juice because after all this is our dressing. Because this is more of an Asian flavor with our ginger and our seaweed. I'm adding some tamari, which is my salty flavoring. So I've added a tart flavoring, which was my lemon, and a salty flavoring that has depth of flavor, which is my tamari. I'm also going to add just a little bit of agave nectar, just as a little bit of a sweetener here. So that's my sweet flavor. And we'll be adding a little bit of oil, and this could be any kind of oil you want. This is sesame oil because, again, I'm keeping it more of an Asian kind of flavor. And here is just a pinch of cayenne pepper, and you can leave the cayenne out if you want, but I really didn't add enough that anybody would even notice it. It just wakes up your taste buds, opens up those taste buds. And here's some sesame seeds, once again, to complete our Asian flavor. So now I'm going to mix everything together, and we'll have our beautiful sea palm and cucumber salad. And this is another salad that is from my book, Raw Food Revolution Diet. And it's a great book. I hope that you like the recipes. I think they're all delicious recipes. They're all raw and vegan, and of course health promoting. At Living Light, that's really what we're all about. In fact, our motto is we make healthy living delicious. It's really important that food is delicious as well as health promoting. As you all know, because you're tuned into this station, a vegetarian diet is not only better for your health, but it's also better for the planet, and it's really a more spiritual way to live. And there you have it, sea vegetable salad, and this one is sea palm and cucumber salad. So let's just see how beautiful it looks, and I've chosen an Asian style plate because this is an Asian style salad with the ginger and the tamari and the beautiful sea palm, and it smells so good. It really smells wonderful. And even though it's sea vegetables, I think that just about anybody would like this dish. It's so wonderful. And there you have it. Sea palm and cucumber salad. Thanks for joining us on Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living. I'm Sherry Soria from Living Light Culinary Arts Institute. My website is rawfoodchef.com. And up next is Between Master and Disciples.
We invite you back for future episodes of Spectacular Culinary Arts with Master Raw Food Chef Cherie Soria and a special feature on the renowned Living Light Culinary Arts Institute. Heaven's blessings to you, and farewell for now.
For more urgent details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/VEG